Y'all keep on writing to me asking, how do you deal with when you found yourself in a relationship with the emotionally unavailable man or woman? Because, women can be emotionally unavailable too. It can go both ways. Y'all keep writing to me because I did the video before about, like, dealing with the fact that you're in a relationship with somebody who's emotionally unavailable, honey. And so y'all, or how to avoid getting in a relationship with them. Y'all say, well, hold on, baby. My husband, the one who's emotionally unavailable. What am I supposed to do about that? Get in here right now. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the follow or subscribe button. Baby, I ain't never claimed to be an expert in relationships, but one thing I can say is that I've been through enough in life, honey. Out in these streets, baby. They say, how they say you've been around the block, baby? I built the block, okay? And all I do is share with you real lessons from my own life, okay? So that we can figure this out together, all right? You apply what they say, eat the meat and throw out the bones. Baby, look at this here on the refrigerator real fast before we get into this. And we're going to talk about emotionally unavailable, okay? It's all kinds of craziness in here. We're going to clean it up. But you know what I'm going to have? I'm going to have some cold pressed juice, okay? That's what I'm going to have, okay? It's like citrusy something. I don't know, but it tastes good. My chef brings them every week. So listen, okay? First of all, let's start by identifying what is emotionally unavailable. Emotionally unavailable, in my opinion and in my experience, is generally someone who is not emotionally able and or willing to fully show up for that relationship. It's they don't want to commit. It's they are committed, but they don't want to open up about their emotions. It's that they're not vulnerable. It's that they make you feel like you got to chase them or work hard to get and keep their attention. That's emotional unavailability, okay? And what I can tell you right now is that you can't do nothing to change an emotionally unavailable person. Only they can change themselves. Oh, here's my little chart, my little thing. Only they can change themselves. Once you realize that, then you start, although it can kind of hurt. It's like, so you telling me there's no hope of changing my husband, my boyfriend, my spouse? I'm saying there's no hope of you changing them. There's no hope of you changing them. You can't cry them into changing. You can't manipulate them into changing. Let me set this right here. You can't cry them into changing. You can't manipulate them into changing. You can't ultimatum them into changing. I'm going to leave you if you don't do this, Tony, because Tony is blah, blah, blah. And you know what? You're going to miss a good thing when it's gone. Baby, here's the thing you got to realize about emotionally unavailable people. Okay? They didn't decide to be emotionally unavailable because they don't value you. They're emotionally unavailable because the fact is that them holding on to their pain or their trauma that allows them to be emotionally unavailable, they value holding on to that more than they value being in healthy relationships. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right, y'all. So that's why they're emotionally unavailable. It's not that they don't value you. It's just that they value the relationship with their trauma. Because it is trauma up under that. Okay? When you're emotionally unavailable, you're not able to participate in the beauty of relationships in a full way. They're not enjoying this process. All right? What they are, they're internally suffering. There's a broken little man or little girl up under them, up in there. Okay? Now they may be cat daddying out in these streets, masking their emotional unavailability with infidelity, promiscuity, all kinds of things like that. Hypersexuality, because sometimes we mix up the two. We say, my man is cheating on me, he doing all this, he doing all that. Infidelity and emotional unavailability are kissing cousins. They often come together. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is a broken person. And their relationship with their pain is tighter than the relationship will ever be with you until they decide to process through their pain. That's why they are who they are, and you can't change them. You can't love them into availability or anything else like that. So let me get to the point of this video. Okay? The point of this video is this. Okay? Somebody said, don't talk with food in your mouth. How the hell you expect me to do this fucking video? Love you. All right? So anyway, and who don't talk with food in their mouth? I'm going to sit there. 1 minute, please. Shit. I will do this, though. How you deal with them is quite simple. Okay? you deal with you first. You make a choice for yourself. And that choice comes down to this. Am I okay with being with this person as they are today? Not, am I okay with being with them if they change? Not, am I okay with being with them based on what the potential is that I see within them or that they say they see within themselves? Am I okay with being with this person as they are today? If this person never changes, and you wake up 5 years from now, 6 years from now, and this person's the exact same person, how do you feel about that? That this person will stay the exact same? How they interact with you, how they deal with emotions, how they touch you, because sometimes emotional unavailability shows up in the form of not being very physically affectionate. That's a form of emotional unavailability. My man loves me, he just doesn't touch me. He's emotionally unavailable. Even a damn dog is affectionate. When Max is running around here, he runs into my leg and stuff like that. He's probably sitting up somewhere around here right now. Max is affectionate. That's how mammals do. We're communal. We like to be near things, other beings. And so if he never becomes any more affectionate, your spouse or whoever that may be, he or she, and it's 5 years from now, are you okay with that? If they never open to talk about their emotions and it's 5 years from now, are you okay with that? If the answer is no, if you can't deal, if the idea of them saying the same, if the idea of them saying the same, if they're going to do that, and it's 5 years from now, they never change, is that attractive to you? If the answer is no, then you need to now start doing the work to separate emotionally so that you can move on. You're going to need to end this relationship because this relationship does not align with your path in life. This relationship does not align with your needs. This relationship does not align with your inner peace and what's going to make you happy. Sometimes the hardest thing to accept is that somebody just does not align with us. No matter how much you want them, that doesn't make them align. No matter how much you desire them, that doesn't make them align. It doesn't. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What they say, what do you say? If it doesn't fit, you must quit. If this relationship doesn't fit, you got to get out of this one, baby, okay? And that's hard. All right, so let me give you a tip on this one, okay? Because some of y'all are hearing this right now, and you're like, but I don't want to leave. But I don't want to leave. I'm not telling you to leave tomorrow. What I'm telling you to do at the very least, and I tell this to everyone who I talk to about this, is as a baseline step, here's what I want you to do right now. This is what we're going to do right now if you're going with this, okay? If you're going through this right now. What I want you to do is accept for yourself that this person, that you're not compatible with them based on that factor. Accept that they're emotionally unavailable, right? Get out of denial. That's what I'm saying. At the very least, even if you don't have a plan or a desire to leave them just yet, what I want you to do is at the very least accept that there's a compatibility issue here and that you're not happy with this person when it comes to that issue. When they are emotionally unavailable, you are not happy. Admit that to yourself. Admit how it makes you feel. Get out a damn piece of paper right now. Get an envelope, write on that, right? And write on there, I feel X when he is emotionally unavailable. I feel Y when he doesn't touch me. Write it out. If you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with, right? Dre says, accepting is hard. You know what's harder? Torturing yourself, waiting on something to change. Waiting for a pig to learn to do arithmetic. Waiting for a bird to drive a truck. You are waiting for someone to do something that they're not capable or willing to do. So what I'm asking you is, if you're afraid of pain, why not be more afraid of the torture of waiting for someone to be something that they're not capable, willing, or able to be? Why not go with that pain, but instead choose the temporary pain of acceptance? Because acceptance is a temporary pain. It is. It's temporary. It's okay, shit, that hurt. You know what I mean? I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? Accept it, because once you can accept it, that this is who they are, and I feel unwanted, I feel hurt, I feel whatever when they are emotionally unavailable. Once you can accept that, then that sets the stage for you to be able to interact with them through the truth of who you actually are, rather than through the fantasy of who you want them to become. Okay? That's what's going to set the stage for with you. Because if I know that you're emotionally unavailable, then I can move different with you. Even if I stay in a relationship with you, I change my expectations of you. Well, I ain't going to him about that because I already know he's not going to respond that well. And this even goes beyond spouses. This can deal with family. You got some families, you can tell them the best news on earth and they give you silence. or they give you nothing. Well, oh, that's nice. Stop going to them with your good news. They don't need to be in that part of your life. You can love them, still remain in a relationship with them, but because I know that your level of emotional availability does not align with my needs, I don't bring it to you. If he's emotionally available and you need a shoulder to cry on, find somebody else with a shoulder to cry on. I'm not saying cheat, but maybe you got a friend. He opened that door for you to now seek getting your needs met elsewhere. That you want to now talk to your good Judy girl, about whatever your issues are rather than coming to him. Why don't you open up to me? Well, baby, because you don't. You need affection? I ain't never say cheat. I say leave the relationship rather than cheat. But I'm just saying, when you can be honest with yourself about what you're not getting, and the other person still is not willing to be responsive because they're unwilling or unable to give it to you, then you have some choices you can make at that point in time. Personally, I recommend in a relationship so you can move on with your life. You see what I'm saying? Stop going to the same person expecting the same thing when they told you and shown you that they ain't gonna give it to you. You boo-boo the fool at that point in time. Y'all be writing me complaining. He won't do this. He don't do that. And MJ, he don't. Well, how long he ain't been? 5 years. 5 years. I deserve more. No, what you deserve is some damn common sense. Because you're acting real stupid right now. Yeah, you acting dumb in a bag of rocks. This man done showed you, this woman done showed you who they are year after year, month after month. And you the one sitting up here crying, hoping there's some message in a DM or somebody out there is going to tell you something to validate to you that you're not wrong and that you should keep on trying and begging and wanting more. You sound like an idiot when you do that. I love you, baby, but you know I got to tell you that. You sound like a fool. They done showing you who they are. You the fool sitting right here waiting for them to change. If you want to stick with them, why don't you try accepting them exactly as they are and loving them from that place? And if you still can't love them from that place and you still can't get your needs met, then you know you tried everything. I tried asking you to get my needs met in this area, asked you to be emotionally available. You didn't do that. So I adjusted and met you based on where you are, right? And then, okay, that didn't work because now I'm not happy. Okay, so I tried that. I guess I'm left with no other option. Now I can leave. Some of y'all need to get your heads knocked around, figuratively speaking, to know I done tried everything and now it's not working, right? Before you can move on. Some of y'all really don't believe fat meat is greasy. So y'all got to keep on trying. Well, you know, I love y'all, but some of y'all just like to waste your lives. I get it. You know what I mean? So if you're one of these life wasters where you have to keep on just waiting it out and seeing and testing and giving it time and hoping and praying, then at least you know you did all that and you can finally move on. But I will tell you this much, the benefit of moving on earlier is that you allow yourself not to become damaged in the process. See, here's the thing, the longer you wait, the more opportunities you open yourself to for damage. Hey, Kendra, the more you open yourself to opportunities for damage. And that emotionally unavailable person, how do you know that they were not once emotionally available? How do you know that at one point in time, they weren't sitting here ready to love, able to love, and willing to love, but then somebody didn't love them the right way. And so eventually they checked out and moved into a self-protective mode of being emotionally unavailable. My thing is this, the longer that you deal with an emotionally unavailable person, the greater you increase the risk of becoming them. Because the pain that they inflict on you, on a subconscious level, if you're not in tune with it, you're going to start making adjustments within yourself as it relates to other relationships that you may find yourself in the future to avoid that kind of pain. And often what happens is that unprocessed pain comes out in the form of emotional unavailability. So even if you don't want to leave them or end it, or you want to hold out hope, which is simple as you. Even if you want to do that, let me ask you this. Do you want to become them? I'm going to leave that there. I'll just leave you with that one. Just drop it in there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Comment below this video. Let me know if there are any other topics you'd like for me to cover. I love you the best, my dears. Okay? But let them go. It's not for you. You deserve more. Love y'all to death. Bye.